Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about the Trump tax, what it really is, and why you're likely to hear a lot about it. Vice President Harris used a new line of rhetoric during her acceptance speech. That line is something we're likely to hear again and again between now and the election. She said, quote, "He intends to enact what in effect is a national sales tax. Call it a Trump tax. That would raise prices on middle-class families by almost $4,000 a year." Okay, so first, let's cut through the rhetoric. Is Trump proposing a national sales tax? No, not really. He's proposing more tariffs. So it's a tax on imported goods. The cost of that tax is then passed on to the consumer nationwide when we purchase things. So it's not really a national sales tax. It's more of a national baked into your price tax. Regardless, you're still paying for it. What about that $4,000 number? Would it really raise prices for middle-class families by that much? She's probably referring to the number put out by the National Taxpayers Union, which is $3,942. So close enough. They got that number by applying Trump tax to the 2022 import numbers. Is that number reliable? It's on the higher end of the range. There's a bunch of estimates about how much it will cost an American household. They all include different methods of calculating the loss to American families. The lowest we could find was $1,250 for a middle-class household. A Center for American Progress Action Fund analysis said Trump's tariffs would, quote, amount to roughly $1,500 annual tax increase for the typical household, including a $90 tax increase on food, a $90 tax increase on prescription drugs, and a $120 tax increase on oil and petroleum products. This tax increase would drive up the price of goods while failing to significantly boost U.S. manufacturing and jobs. So even at the lower end of it, it's still a pretty big chunk of change. We couldn't find a single estimate that said it wasn't going to raise prices. What's worse is that because it's baked into the price, lower income families get hit with it too. Keep in mind, Trump talked about another round of tax breaks for billionaires. But the single mom on EBT, oh yeah, she'll be hit more. People might want to argue about all these numbers, but there's no reason to. We can look at Trump's first round of tariffs and look at what it took out of your pocket. Cato Institute, which I don't think anybody would accuse of being aligned with the Democratic Party, they pointed to a study that showed Trump's last tariffs cost the average American household about $830 per year. Trump is out there constantly promising to lower prices and constantly promising to enact a tax that will raise them. So why did Harris frame it the way she did? Because as she said, in effect, it's a tax that will take money out of the pockets of American families. I don't know if I'd call it a national sales tax, but Trump tax? Yeah, that fits. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.